Do you ever feel like your life is on pause while everyone else seems to be moving forward? Like you're stuck in the same routine no matter how hard you try to break out of it. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'll start, I'll apply for that job, hit the gym, or finally start that business. But tomorrow comes along and nothing changes. Days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months and you're still in the same place. Overwhelmed, procrastinating, doubting yourself. And I get it because I've been there too. This video isn't like those generic change your life by hustling videos. Rather than just telling you what to do, I'm going to show you what you're going through, why it's happening, and how to fix it just like I did. Because just talking at you isn't going to help. I genuinely want one of you watching this right now to take this video and make a real, meaningful change in your life fast. So I want you guys to tell me if this sounds even remotely familiar. Do you ever feel like life is just, well, stuck? Like you're going on autopilot, going through the same routine every single day. You wake up, scroll through your phone, maybe go to work or school, come back, watch some Netflix, and then go to bed only to do it all over again the very next day. Nothing's changing, but it's not because you don't want it to. You want things to be different. You want to feel like you're moving forward, but it just doesn't happen. And that feeling of being stuck, it's exhausting. It drains your energy. It makes it even harder to take action. Well, the reason you feel stuck isn't because you're lazy or unmotivated. It's because you don't have a clear vision for where you're going. And without a clear goal, your brain doesn't know what to focus on. Instead, you end up drifting through your days, doing what feels easiest in the moment and hoping things will magically get better. But life doesn't work like that. You need a destination to move towards or you'll stay exactly where you are. Here's how to fix it. Start by setting one bold goal for the next 12 months. Something that excites you, even if it feels a little scary, maybe even unreachable. Then what I want you to do is break it down into smaller milestones. For example, when I wanted to change my life, my bold goal was to make £100,000 in 12 months. That was my North Star and it gave me something clear to work towards every single day. Clarity kills confusion. And once you know where you're going, it becomes so much easier to take action. The reason I set the goal of £100,000 in 12 months and not 6 months is it gave me a margin of error. It gave me 6 extra months to figure out what works, so if I didn't make it within 6 months, I wouldn't be disheartened. If I hit it earlier than 12 months though, I'd feel like I'd achieved something great. So take 10 minutes right now after this video to write down exactly what you want your life to look like in 12 months. What's one goal that could change everything for you? It doesn't even have to be money related. It could be fitness related, something like running a half marathon or getting A grades in school. Then write down those steps you need to take daily to achieve that goal and then go and do those steps. Because even if you know what you want, there's still one thing that holds most people back, and that is action. You might have the goal in mind, but for some reason you just can't seem to get started. Let's talk about why that happens and how to fix it. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'll start, tomorrow I'll apply for that job, hit the gym, or finally start that business. But tomorrow comes and, well, nothing changes. Days turn into weeks and weeks into months until suddenly another year has passed and you're still in the same place. It's not because you don't care. You want to take action, but something always seems to get in the way, and it's frustrating. It's like you're stuck in a cycle, watching yourself sabotage your own life. The truth is, procrastination isn't about laziness. It's about fear. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, or even stepping into the unknown. Your brain tricks you into thinking that starting is risky. You delay it by overthinking, telling yourself, I'll do it when I'm ready. But here's the truth. You'll never feel ready. Waiting for the perfect moment isn't protecting you, it's keeping you stuck. And the longer you wait, the stronger your belief in that fear becomes. So how do you break the cycle? You start small. Forget about perfection or waiting for the right time. Just focus on doing one small thing today to move forward. If you want to start a business, send one email to a prospect. If it's going to the gym, don't think about a 2-hour workout. Just commit to showing up for even just 10 minutes. The secret is momentum. Taking even the smallest steps makes that fear shrink, and every step after that gets easier. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing that you've been putting off and do it today, no matter how small. Maybe it's sending an email, jotting down your first business idea, or going for a 10-minute walk. That small win will be the spark that gets you moving. But let's say your issue isn't fear of failure. Let's say you're relying too much on motivation. Let me show you how this plays out. Back in high school, I barely spent any time studying. Most of the year, I'd hang out with friends, play computer games, and just have fun. Then about 2 weeks before exams, I'd hit panic mode, and I crammed 12-hour study sessions every day, trying to squeeze an entire year into 2 weeks. Sure, I'd get the grades, I did really well in school, but looking back, I wasted so much time. And during that same time, I wanted to leave my job and start my business, but all I did was think about it. I told myself, I'll start someday, but nothing happened. Then I was diagnosed with cancer, and then everything at that point changed. It's strange to say, but cancer was a thing that lit that fire under me. Suddenly, I felt this urgency like I'd never felt before. I don't have years to figure things out. I had to act now. I started sending emails to hundreds of brands every single day. I reached out to influencers I worked with in my previous job and convinced them to work with me. In just 6 months, I went from doing nothing to running campaigns for million-dollar brands. And by the time I turned 17, I'd made 6 figures. I made such a rapid change thanks to urgency, and without cancer forcing me to act, I probably would have stayed stuck, waiting for that right time. But when time felt like it was running out, I stopped waiting and I started doing. The solution to you procrastinating, if you're not scared of failure, is to get cancer. And I don't literally mean the disease. I mean create crippling pressure. Let's say you have just enough money to move out, but things would get tight fast. Just move out. There's a guy from my university who recently moved to London and had to make things work in 6 months. Else, he was going back home to his third world home, and within 3 weeks, he signed $10,000 deals. Whatever that pressure may be, you need to be a mouse and have a massive cat chasing you. The cat will stop you from enjoying your current lazy life and force you to develop. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I can take small steps, I can even take insane action. What happens when I get overwhelmed or feel like I'm drowning in too many options? Well, that's where most people get stuck next. So let's break it down. Again, the goal of this video is not to just talk at you and tell you what to do. I want you guys to know that I've went through exactly what you are right now, probably minus the cancer part. But still, I know the problem, I know what was causing it, so hopefully you guys feel like I get you. Back to breaking down the drowning in options issue. So, you want to change your life, but when you think about all the things you need to do, like build skills, network, work out, eat better, it feels impossible. Maybe you've even Googled how to be successful or best side hustles, only to end up with 100 different strategies and nowhere to start. The more you think about it, the more stuck you feel. And before you know it, you spend hours overthinking and 0 time taking action. It's like your brain is overloading, and the result, you do nothing. The reason you feel overwhelmed is because you're trying to do everything at once. When you have too many options, your brain just can't decide what's more important, so it freezes. This is called analysis paralysis, and it's one of the biggest killers of progress. Instead of focusing on one thing, you spread yourself thin, hoping something will stick. But that only leads to burnout and frustration. This right here is the perfect example.
So let's say this is you, and this is your time and attention that you have to pursue any new opportunity. So you say, I need 7 income streams because the average millionaire has 7 income streams. So I'm going to spread myself thin between 7 different opportunities. And while I do that, I'm going to be multitasking, trying to fill different cups at the same time with different colors. And I'm somehow going to wait until one of these things takes off, right? I have to see which ones of these will work. But the reality is, it's not which of these ones will work. Any of them could work.
Here's how you fix it. Focus on one thing. Instead of trying to change every area of your life at once, pick the one thing that'll make the biggest difference. For example, if your goal is to make more money, don't get lost in 10 different side hustles. Pick one and commit to mastering it. Or if your goal is to improve your health, don't flip your entire diet on its head. Just start with one habit, like drinking more water or exercising 3 times a week. Here's a simple rule. Ask yourself, if I can only do one thing to improve this part of my life right now, what would it be? Write that down right now and make it your priority for the next 30 days. By narrowing down your focus, you'll see progress faster and feel less overwhelmed. Now, even with clarity and focus, there's one thing that can still hold you back: self-doubt. Let's talk about how to overcome the fear that stops most people from reaching their potential ever. Now you've got clarity and you're focusing on one thing, but what happens when that voice in the back of your head starts saying, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? And this is where most people stop before they even start. You've got this big goal and you're excited to get started, but as soon as you think about taking the first step, self-doubt creeps in. What if I embarrass myself? And what if I'm just not cut out for this? And that fear can be paralyzing. Instead of taking action, you start second guessing everything, and eventually you talk yourself out of even trying. The worst part is you feel stuck, not because you don't want to try, but because you're scared to fail. Self-doubt usually comes from 2 places: fear of judgment and setting unrealistic expectations. You're worried about what other people will think of you if you mess up, whether it's your friends, family, or even strangers online. And at the same time, you're holding yourself to this impossible standard, expecting to be perfect from day one. But the truth is, nobody gets it right the first time. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the process. The only way to learn and to grow is by embracing the mistakes along the way. More importantly though, it's embrace every little win that comes your way. To be grateful that you've went up by 5 kilograms on the bench in the gym, or that you've signed a free client and started working for them. Maybe even just having the courage to go and talk talk to a stranger on the street. You beat self-doubt by reframing failure. Instead of seeing it as a bad thing, start seeing it as feedback. Every mistake you make is teaching you something you didn't know before. You can't learn to walk without failing a few times. It's the same with any big goal. You're going to stumble, but that's how you grow. The second part is take imperfect action. Stop waiting to feel ready or confident, because confidence comes after you take action, not before. Start small, expect mistakes, and celebrate the fact that you're trying. For example, when I started my first business, I didn't know half of what I was doing, but I just kept going, and each failure taught me something new. I was telling brands I could get them X result or X return on their investment, when in reality, I'd not really done any of that before. So here's what I want you to do. Write down just one fear that's holding you back right now. Write it down now on a piece of paper, and then write down the worst case scenario if that fear actually came true. 9 times out of 10, you realize the fear isn't as scary as you thought. And once you've done that, take the smallest possible action towards your goal today, no matter how imperfect it is. After you've taken those first steps, the real challenge hits, and that's staying consistent. Because it's easy to feel motivated at first, but what happens when progress feels slow or life gets in the way? Here's why most people, including you, lose motivation and how you can stay on track even on the hardest days. At first, you're excited. You've set your goal, you've started taking action, and everything feels great. But then a week or two in, initial motivation starts to fade. Maybe you're not seeing results as fast as you expected, or life throws distractions your way. Suddenly it feels like a grind, and it's harder to stay disciplined. You skip one day, then another, and before you know it, you're back to where you started. It's frustrating because you want to keep going, but it feels like the excitement is gone. And the main reason people lose motivation is because they rely too much on willpower and not enough on systems. Motivation is like a spark. It gets you started, but it's not enough to keep the fire going. On top of that, we set unrealistic expectations, thinking we'll see massive results overnight. When progress feels slow, it's easy to get discouraged and give up. But here's the thing, consistency is what creates results, not motivation. And you need to be consistent. You need a system that makes it easy to show up even when you don't feel like it. So here's how you fix it. Focus on building systems instead of relying on motivation. A system is simply a routine or habit that makes it easier to take action every day. Let's say your goal is to exercise daily. Pick a specific time each day to work out and don't leave it to chance. Set up your gym clothes the night before, fill your water bottle, and put your shoes by the door. If your goal is to start a business, block out an hour every morning and put your laptop in an easy to access place to work in it before anything else. By creating a system, you take the decision making out of the equation so it's easier to stay consistent. The second part is to celebrate small wins. Progress might be slow, but it's still progress. Each small step you take is a building block toward your bigger goal. For example, if you're trying to save money, celebrate every milestone. Whether it's your first $100 or your first $1,000, those small victories keep you motivated and remind you that you're moving forward. If you look at my journey, for the first 3 years, I made about $2,000. In the 4th year, I made $125,000. And in year 10, well, I'm at $4 million now. It just takes time. I want to find one area where you're struggling to remain consistent and think about how you can create a system for it. It can be as simple as setting a daily reminder or blocking off time in your calendar. Then set a small milestone to hit this week and celebrate it when you do. Consistency is what makes the difference. Now, even if you're staying consistent, there's one more trap that holds so many people back, feeling like you have to live someone else's version of success. This is one of the hardest struggles to overcome, so let's talk about it. Your family, friends, or teachers expect you to follow a certain path. Go to university, get a safe job, climb the corporate ladder. It feels like the responsible thing to do. And maybe you've convinced yourself it's what you want, but deep down, you know it's not true. You're living someone else's dream, not your own, and every day it chips away at you. You catch yourself wondering, what if I followed my own path? What if I did what I really wanted? But just thinking about it feels terrifying. The reason you feel stuck isn't because you don't have dreams of your own, it's because you're afraid of letting people down. Society, your family, even close friends. They all push you towards a safe path because they think it's what's best for you. But here's the truth, no one else can live your life. The fear of disappointing others is real, but if you keep living for them instead of yourself, you'll always feel trapped, and that's not fair to you. So how do you fix it? Start by redefining what success means to you. Forget what society or anyone else expects. What does your dream life actually look like? Be honest, even if it feels unconventional or scary, write it down. Next, have an honest conversation with the people around you. Explain that this is your life and that you're choosing a path that feels right to you. At first, it might seem hard for them to understand. When they see how serious and committed you are, they'll usually come around. I stayed in university for years till I mustered the courage to quit and go all in on my business. And finally, remind yourself, every successful person chose the less traditional path. Whether it was starting a business, pursuing their passion, or refusing to settle, they made a decision to live life on their own terms. And so can you. But even if you've chosen your own path, there's one more trap that's easy to fall into: comparing yourself to everyone else. Here's the break free from that cycle. So you open Instagram or TikTok and see people your age making money, traveling the world, or living the life that you wish you had. And every time it's the same thought: why can't I do that? What's wrong with me? It's a constant cycle of comparison that leaves you feeling stuck and inadequate. And with social media showing you these reels 24/7, it's almost impossible to escape. Comparison seems so overwhelming because you're comparing your real life flaws, struggles, and pain to someone else's highlight reel. Social media only shows the wins, luxury vacations, big milestones, perfectly filtered moments. What it doesn't show are the failures, the sacrifices, and everyday struggles behind these posts. And the algorithm, well, it's designed to show you the most impressive, unattainable versions of success, making you feel like you're falling behind when you're not. It's mostly of people who've got years of experience on you. It's like comparing 17-year-old me to 23-year-old me. It simply makes no sense. So how do you stop the comparison trap? Start by focusing on your own progress instead of someone else's. Ask yourself, am I better than I was yesterday? Celebrate those small wins, whether it's getting through a tough workout, saving a little more money, or just showing up for yourself. Success looks different for everyone, and it's your journey that matters most. Next, take control of your environment. Limit your time on social media or unfollow accounts that leave you feeling inadequate. Instead, follow people that show the struggles as well as the wins. Finally, remember this: the people you're comparing yourself to are proof that it's possible. Use their success as fuel for your own, not a reason to doubt yourself. Now that you've learned how to focus on your progress, the next step is putting everything together into a system that works for you. And to help you get started, I've created a free document that shows you exactly how to build your own system step by step. And you can get it in my Telegram through the link in the description and grab it. And I'll also be sending it on my newsletter this Sunday. And if this video has helped you, let me know in the comments what you found most valuable. And as an extra bonus, if you're ready to take action, click here on the screen for my free course on how I built a £100,000 business at 17 years old and how I turned it into a $4 million per year business this year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you inside.